Hi everyone, my name is Oluwatosin Fatungashe and I'll be your host for this class. I just want you to sit tight. I hope your phones are ready. I hope you have downloaded Snapseed because that's what we're going to be using for this class. We're going to be using Snapseed and Simbi is already here. Hi Simbi, can you hear me please? Say something.
Hi, Tosin. Good evening. Yes, I can hear you.
All right. So we're good to go. Okay, so Catlog is hosting all of this here on this platform with the topic how to create stunning product images with your phone. We know that it's very important to have very attractive images on your page, especially if you're selling online. People get attracted by what they see before they make the decision that they want to buy. So when someone comes to your page, they need to see. Sorry, someone is complaining that my voice is extremely low. Can you hear me now, please? Can you hear me now, please? If you can hear me now, please can you hear me? I should increase my voice. Oh my god. Okay, please can you hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section so that I can continue. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. So Catalog is a platform whereby it makes it easy for you as a seller to avoid the back and forth with your clients. That means that with Catalog, you don't need to send 100 pictures, 500 pictures, 1 million pictures, as the case may be, or you don't need to answer as many questions as the case may be. With Catalog, it's very, very simple. By the time you put up all your products, put the various options, the prices that you have, and if you have a product that is not available, you get to put it on your store. And when customers come through the link that you put in your Instagram bio, your Twitter bio, your Facebook bio, your WhatsApp bio, they can see all the products that are available, even the various options. So you don't have the issue of, oh, I want this wristwatch. Do you have it in black? If you have it in black, it's already going to be showing on your catalog store. So we are here to support you as a business owner, and I'll leave it like that. But before we go on, I have just a little game for us. Then we would continue. All right. To lighten the mood, I'm going to start with MTN. So I'm showing you my face so that you get to see that I am not cheating. Neither is my sister going to um, take it. So anybody that gets this card, just let us know. It's just to lighten the mood. I'm sure everybody is very serious. We're expecting the best of the best. This is just to lighten the mood. All right, so I'm going to call it out in one, two, three. All right, this is MTN card. So 0017308696948577. I'm going to take it again. MTN recharge card 0017308696948577. If you got it, please let me know. Say yes, I got it. You can unmute your mic if you got it so that we'll go to the next one. Please quickly. Did anybody get it? Did anybody get the recharge card? If you did, let me know in the comment section. Okay, I'll call you one more time and that's it. 00173086. Oh, someone got it. It's no Mary. Congratulations, it's no. So I'm going to Airtel right now. Yeah, it's no already got it, isn't me? I'm going to Airtel right now. 50214156610154. I'll take it again one more time. Listen carefully. Airtel 5021415356610154. Who got it, please? Who got it, please? Let me know in the comment section. Who got it? Who got it? Or should I call it one more time? 5021415356610154. Okay, if nobody got it, we'll dash somebody later on. I'm quickly going to Glow. 16533, then 46167 96970. I'll go again. Glow 16533 46 167 96970. Who got it? Please let me know. I'm taking the last one now. It's salad. Yeah. Okay, this better. Who got the glow, please? All right. I'm taking the salad. If you got it, just let me know. 961 961 406 624 643 737. I'll take it again. 961 406 624 643 737. That's Etisalat. I hope you got it. Thank you very much. So quickly, I want to introduce members of our team. The founder is here, Silas is here. We have Omolara, who is in charge of product support. If you have been in our community, you will see that we answer your questions, and members of our team are here. We have Kayode, we have Mary, we have Yvonne on call. We're here to support you and make sure that this class is seamless. If you have any question, please send us a message in the comment section. Yeah, maybe somebody took it, isn't it? So I'm going to go right to it. Omalara, please, you can do your presentation right now. Omalara is going to be doing a little presentation for us. Then Simbi comes up on stage. Super excited. Yeah, Lara.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. My name is Omalara and I'm the product marketing specialist here at Catlog. So I'm going to basically just take you through the process of setting up your store on Catlog. Can you guys see my screen? Just please confirm that you can see my screen.
Your screen.
All right, so when you get to our website, you click Get Started for free and you put in your name, your email address, your phone number, your password. After that, you're going to be asked to put in your store details. So I'm just going to give it any name. Currently, we are available in Nigeria and Ghana. So my store is in Nigeria. And my store WhatsApp number is the same as the phone number I put earlier. So I'm just going to click this to describe my store. I sell stuff. Then create this store. Now I'm going to proceed to add my products. I'm not going to bore you. I'm just going to add 2 products. You can add multiple products at once. So I'm just going to proceed to put the details of the product. Here, the price. Here, I can create a category for the product. So I'm just going to say skincare. Description. Let's move on to the next product. Price. I'm choosing the same category. So if you have like 4 different pictures of the same product, you can come here to add one more image. So I'm just going to add another image here. And then also, if you have like different options of a particular product, maybe a product is available in blue and other colors, you can just come here to add the options. Or if it's available in different sizes, in the cases of like shoes, then I'll just go ahead and upload my products. And that's it. The next step is for me to choose a plan. I'm going to be choosing the basic plan. It costs just 900 naira monthly, and you always get the first 30 days free. So I'm going to continue with basic. So when you're on the basic plan, you can customize your store link. So instead of what you have here, you can have your own business name at the back. So here I'm just going to put my business name and update the store link. So now I proceed to my dashboard. So this is what your dashboard looks like after you've signed up. You can go ahead to verify your email. When you click this, you get a code in your email address and you can verify. You can, if you have more than 2 products like I just uploaded, you can always come back to upload more products. And here you can copy your store link and add it to your social media bios and also share with your customers. Here, this is where you see all of the products. You can edit the product to change the description. You can copy the link to a particular product here, and you can also delete. If a product is out of stock, you can always come here and just toggle the switch, and your customers will not be able to see it on your storefront. Here is where you manage your orders. When customers place order on your platform, your store, you get to see them here under pending. If you've processed the order, you see it here. If you've fulfilled it, you see it here. And if you cancel it, you always see it here. Under customers, anybody that has ordered from your store, their details will show up here, their name, phone number, email, and what they ordered. For the invoices, the feature that we are still working on, and it's coming very soon. For the store settings, you get to update anything at all. You want to change your store, be it configuration, information, delivery details, and all of that. So I'm just going to show you what the store looks like. You can always come to quick actions, visit store. So this is the store that I've created, and I can decide to place an order here. I'm just going to add boots to cart and click here. I can either copy the link and send directly to the seller or just click buy on WhatsApp. These are my delivery details. I'm just going to go ahead and make the order now. And that's it.
All right, thank you very much. It's time for us to get Cindy on board. Cindy is ready for us. I hope your phones are ready. I hope you have downloaded Snapseed. And we have gifts to be won. Props. I'm sure Cindy will talk about that. So Cindy, we're ready for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Catlog Shop. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for organizing this. I'm so grateful. And I see a lot of people on here, like a lot of propellers. I really can't wait to dive into it. And I really do hope, and I just want to assure you guys that Catlog Shop is like legit. You have to do with Catlog Shop. Like, you need them. You see what I have done for simbiprops? I had to go and create a separate page to create for my catalog and all that, which was not an easy decision because of what I was doing on my main page. But I implore you guys to go ahead and create your store on Catlog Shop. Like, it's an easy peasy one. That is what I'm going to do too, because I do get a lot of WhatsApp messages on sending props, sending catalogs, and you know me now, I sell a lot of stuff. I don't even know where to start from. Simbi recommend what this for this business, this for that business, and I'll be like, phew, here we go again. Well, I would like start sending pictures all over again. So I'm so glad Catlog Shop came along, and I'm definitely going to roll with them. So, who has watched the videos that we dropped, like the videos on YouTube? And I know some of you here have not, some of you have, but I'm still going to go like do a brief on it, talk about how to get started, your tools, your phone settings, the lights, the angles, etc. Now, of course, at the beginning of the video for the artificial lights, I mentioned on how to find inspiration on how to style. You all know product photography is important, and creative product styling sells it for you. You don't just put your products in the sink, bam, and take a picture. I mean, like, it wouldn't really touch hearts to touch pockets. You need to creatively style with props, with efficient lights, good lighting, and edit properly without altering colors. Now, I don't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, yeah, I want to style skincare. Let me just go and grab props here and there. I mean, I have to think through the process. What do I want to communicate to my clients? What do I want to show? What colors do I want to follow? You know, etc., etc. So I always get clueless on how to style. Trust me, even though you see me as a pro, I get brain blocked sometimes. So what do? I just go on platforms like Pinterest, like Behance, you know, even on Instagram. I check what's it called, other brand pages, or even other product photographers pages, and to see how they style the products that I'm looking to style. For example, I want to style a hair shampoo, a handbag. I just search for product photographers that have taken handbag before pictures before, most especially on Pinterest. Pinterest is like the go-to place for ideas and inspiration. And when I look through that, I mean, like, I don't try to, you know, go I don't try to be what's it called, I don't try to be ahead of myself and just do things that are beyond my level. I try to start small and be like, okay, I've studied the props they use, and I see that, okay, I have this kind of prop, I have something similar. You don't have to style exactly as you have seen it. The whole point of checking Pinterest is so that you draw inspiration. You don't copy literal, like, oh, my glass has to be exactly like this, my prop has to be, no. With that way, you are definitely going to miss out on things. So moving forward, let's talk about phone settings. I talked about how to turn on your smart HDR, how to turn on your grid. I mean, like, grid is quite important when you're styling, so you know where to position your product at the intersect on your screen. The part where the 2 lines or the 4 lines intersect, that's where you put your product. And also, increasing exposure before taking your picture is very, very important. Very, very important. There are some people that take pictures under low light conditions, and increasing phone exposure helps them get a brighter feel of their product pictures. And lastly, zoom in factor is beautiful. Yes, I know you've read it here and there. Don't zoom in on your product pictures, yada yada yada. Yeah, we used to say that before in 2000 and 1990. Well, what is the point of this other thing at the back of your phone? What is the point? Those are zoom lenses, and that is how we get to switch from one lens to another using the zoom factor. However, I found out that if you move past 2x zoom, the quality starts to degrade. So just stay at 2x or below. 1.5 is fine, 1.6, 1.8, depending on your phone, your settings, your picture settings. And lastly, lights. Many people talk about ring lights these days. I want to buy ring lights to take product pictures, another. Ring light is good, but I would not advise you to get a ring light for product photography. Here's why. I mean, over the years, I've come to realize that it's not quite efficient, because ring lights tends to give your products, most especially if you're taking pictures of a reflective reflective product like skincare, something quite tangible that can reflect what is being shown to it. Skincare, I could see that when you snap with your ring light, you see that halo effect. What could also be that household materials and all that. But if you're selling bags, shoes that are not reflective, but you can still use a ring light, it's not bad. My go-to light for product photography is LED lights and softbox. Those two, that's what I use simply. So now that we've talked about every, I just touch up on all these parts of the video that we've dropped the links on. Let's dive into editing. You could see that I took pictures of what? A hair product. I took pictures of what? An outfit, a dress. I took pictures of hair. So what I'm going to do in the editing class is to edit one picture on the natural light and edit another picture on the artificial light. Mind you, the editing can be a little bit long, but I would try to make it understandable and at a fast pace, because Snapseed app is the app that we use to edit, and it can be complicated as a beginner, because you're going to see a lot of stuff going on the Snapseed app and you'll be like, what is this, what does this mean, and all that. But once you understand the basics, trust me, you're good to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen right now, load up one of the pictures from the natural light and use the Snapseed app to edit. Okay. So if you can see my screen, please kindly wave so that I know that I'm on track. Right now, I'm going to go ahead to the Snapseed app. This is it. This is what the Snapseed app looks like. This, you can see that. I open it. So if you download the Snapseed app, this is what you will see at first. So what you need to do is just tap on the plus sign button in the middle and go and look for the picture that you've taken. So I'm going to go to images and I go to the folder that this is the one under natural light that we're going to edit. I've loaded it up on Snapseed app. Now, the point of editing a picture is to fix small problems or things that are wrong, or things that you think are wrong with your photos. Don't just edit blindly. If you have an objective, if you have a goal, it will guide you to the right path. But if you're just saying, since I've taken this picture, let me just edit it, like, what exactly are you editing? What are you fixing? What is the problem with this photo? Now, if I'm looking at this photo now, to me, number one, I'll definitely need to crop it, because I could see outer part here of the photo, and I would like to crop a little bit closer so that it has a fuller effect to the user. When products are being shot at a distance and they look far, the effect on screen while you're scrolling on Instagram is different from when the product is full screen, like a close-up shot. The close-up shot is actually more effective. So what I want to do is to crop a little closer into the product and remove all this out. Secondly, the colors are not popping well as I want. The pink is not as pink as it is in real life. It's quite dull, including the background. So I would like to fix that. And generally, I would like to make the photo brighter and sharper. Yes, because that is very, very important. Now, down here on my screen, you can see all these filters. They are called filters. Please do not touch them. Filters are not meant for product pictures. Filters from all these editing apps, well, except for nowadays that presets are being designed for product pictures. But until you find presets for product pictures, what are presets? Presets are also like filters. But these filters in Snapseed are not designed for product pictures, so let's just stay off them. What you need is down below here that says tools. Click on those tools and you're going to see a lot of features, but we are going to talk about the most important ones, the ones you actually need. The rest is for human being pictures. You don't need those. So we're going to talk about those that are for product pictures specifically. Now, starting from the first one at the top left here, it says tune image. So I'm going to click on the tune image and it takes me into tune image while seeing the photo. Now, if I press down on my screen going up and down, I'm going to see different options on that tune image. This is tune image. Now let me click on this X button to go out. I click on tools, this pops out, and I click on tune image, and I'm inside tune image only to use all the features inside tune image. Now, starting from the first one, I'm putting my fingers up and down for you to see how you can navigate from one feature to the next. And if you look at the top here, you're going to see that if you look at the top here, you're going to see that as I move from contrast, it changes to contrast too at the top. I move to saturation, it changes to saturation too at the top. So it's telling me at what stage I am, just in case I get confused or I don't know what stage it is. So let's start with the brightness. You all know the meaning of brightness. To increase brightness, it means to add more light to a picture, right? Now, if I swipe left, you can see that I'm increasing the brightness, and you can see the blue bar increasing at the top. Now, when you are editing your photo on Snapseed, please, you have to add little of everything that you are working with. Little of brightness, little of tone image, little of everything. Because when you do it too much, when you add more of each feature, at the end of the day, you are going to have an overly edited product picture. So what do I mean by little? Most of the times I take my my limit to take my blue bar to 5, and if it's not good enough for me, I feel like this photo is not still bright as I want it, I increase it to 10. So I increase it by 5 and 5 and 5, but my limit is 20. I don't go past 20, even though I'm not still satisfied with what I'm seeing, because there are other features that I'm yet to add to the photo. So I'm not going, starting with brightness, I'm not going to put brightness at 20. I'm just going to leave it as 10, because I'm just trying to be careful. This is just the beginning of editing. I don't want to go too much with the first few features that I'm just seeing. Now, moving on to the next one, contrast. Contrast, the meaning of contrast is dark colors, deep colors becomes deeper as you increase contrast, and bright colors, light colors becomes lighter as you increase contrast. So it works at the same time. Darker colors, lighter colors, darker colors becomes darker, while lighter colors becomes lighter as you increase contrast. So I'm gonna draw the bar to this part. Now, mind you, I've been drawing the bar to the right? If I draw the bar to the left, it means the opposite. Probably, let's say we were under brightness. If I had drawn it back to the left, it would have reduced the brightness. So that is why you see this is going to the negative side of contrast, but that's not what this editing should be about. Now, increasing contrast, you can see that the darker pink is becoming darker and the brighter colors are becoming brighter. You would notice that. Let me take it back to the original and let me drag it up again. The brighter colors are getting brighter and the darker colors are getting darker, like deeper toned. So as it is, I think 20 seems fair, even though that's like my limit. I do not go past 20 because of the reasons that I've told you. Now, moving on to saturation. Saturation means, of course, adding more colors to what is already colored. So pink becomes pinker, blue becomes bluer, green becomes greener. That's what saturation means. So look at it. As I'm increasing it, can you see what is happening to the products and what is happening to the flower, what is happening to the background? those with colors are becoming more colorful. So like I said, I'm just going to put my limits to 50 now. All these decisions I'm making, 5, 10, 15, 20, is as my personal preference. But I've set it that I am not going to go past 20. So there is no rule that it must be 5, it must be 10, it must be 15. It is up to you as you want to put it. Ambience. The meaning of ambience is saturation plus contrast. That is the meaning of ambience. There is no point using ambience right now because I have added contrast and saturation separately. If I am going to do ambience again, it means I am doing contrast all over again and saturation all over again. Not all over again. I'm adding more of contrast and I'm adding more of saturation, which doesn't make sense. Sorry, someone commented that I'm on mute. So I'm just trying to confirm. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, please. We can hear you.
Okay. Where was I? All right. Ambience. So there's no point adding ambience at all. So just leave it as it is on 0. Moving on to highlights. Highlights only works with white colors in your photo. So as I increase highlights, you're going to notice that the white colors in your photos becomes whiter. This highlight is very, very useful, most especially when you're taking pictures on a white background. There are some times you take pictures on your white background and you realize that your white is just not white enough, even though you have increased brightness. Highlights whitens your white. That is what highlight does. So I'm going to increase it and I'll watch it from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20. I don't want to go past 20. I think I like it this way. Is it a little bit too white? If I drag it, you see what they're becoming whiter. So let me just tone it down back to 20. I like it this way. Next, shadows. Shadows doesn't mean that it takes away shadows from your picture. No. It doesn't mean it removes shadows. No. It doesn't mean you can add shadows. No. What shadows means is there are some photos that you have dark corners. Maybe probably in the case where you're taking pictures with one light source and light is coming from the right hand side and your left hand side is a little bit dark. It's not well lit because there's no light on that side, but it's still visible, but it's not well lit as the right hand side. So what you do in shadows is to increase shadows. So how I'm going to explain this is, if you look at the flowers, the small dark corners in the flowers, I'm probably trying to touch these small dark corners, even inside of the flowers, all those small darkness will be lightened up a bit. That is what shadows does. It lightens up dark corners. But then I don't want to take it out too much. I don't have so much shadows in this. That is why you can't see so much difference. But that is what shadows does. In case you have dark corners in your photos, shadows will lighten it, not take it away. It will lighten it up. So I will leave it to 20. Even though I don't see much difference because there's no shadow in my photo, maybe I should just put it to 5 or 0, in fact. Next, warmth. Warmth is a no-go area. Warmth add yellowishness to your photo. Let me drag it. See what I'm talking about. Let me drag it to the other side. So yeah, warmth is just like a tint. I don't need tint in my product pictures. I want my product pictures to be bright, colorful, and sharp. So why am I adding tint? Warmth is a no-go area. So far so good. We have done brightness, contrast, saturation, highlights, shadows. Those are the points that we've touched. Brightness increases brightness. Contrast, darker colors becomes darker, brighter colors becomes brighter. Saturation, colors becomes intensified, like blue becomes bluer, pink becomes pinker, like it increases the colors. It makes parts of your pictures that are colored to be more colored. Ambience is a no-go area because it's a combination of contrast and saturation. Why am I adding them all over again with ambience? Highlights deals with only white. White part of your pictures becomes whiter. Shadow, it takes away darker corners in your photo. Not takes away, it lightens up darker corners in your photo, darker corners. And warmth adds yellowish and bluish tint to your photo. Now we tap on the check mark down below here. We tap on the check mark to confirm that we are done with what? Tune image. We are done with tune image. The next thing we are going to move on to details. This one. Details has only two features. Now details, the first feature says structure. Structure means that it means I would like to intensify or bring out details in my photo, or I would like to smoothen out rough parts. If you have rough looking parts of the photo, for example, this is my photo right now. The wall at the back is rough. If I increase structure, that detail, that roughness is going to be more obvious. Now, who does this structure work for? Which business? The handbag business. There are some handbag with details on their body, like the skin is rough and all that. Structure will bring out those details on your handbag. Structure will bring out details in the hair that you sell. When you snap hair and you want to bring those hairlines, you want to make it come out well, structure will bring that out for you. So now if I increase structure, you can see my wall is becoming more obvious. Even the roughness on the flowers are becoming more obvious. See, my wall is becoming more rough than it used to be. So I'm going to take it back to what? 20, which is my limit. The next feature is sharpen. Sharpen, you guys know what sharpen means. I mean, it's literal. It's to sharpen your photos. I use this sharpen all the time. Sometimes I use it up to 2 times while editing. Like I'm going to increase sharpen right now. I take it to what? 15 is fine. And if I'm done, I'll tap on the check mark. Then I go to tools, I go to details again. I add sharpen again. But why I add sharpen twice is when along the way I've edited and I'm done editing. It's still not as sharp as I want it to be. So I just go back again to tools. I go to details and I go to sharpen and I sharpen it again. So it's fine if you're editing twice, as long as you're getting what you want. Or if you're not getting what you want, you can still re-edit again and add more of what you've added before. So let's go out of this. Tools. We are done with details right now because details has only 2 features, structure and sharpen. We're done with details. Now I click on tools. Now I go to curves. Curves is very beautiful in such a way that curves adds light to your photos. Like, let me show you. Click on curves. You can see this line. You can see this what's it called? This invincible graph on my screen. Can you see it? It's pointed upwards on this side. It means that everything is fine from here until it got to this point. You need to add a little light brightness to this part of the photo. This photo is bright enough. Oh, it's bright. But there are some cases you will need curves to add more brightness. because curves is still all about adding brightness. If you can see, just lifting curve a little bit, a tiny little bit. I just lifted the line up a little bit, and everything is so bright. So you don't have to add too much of curve, just a little, and then you tap on the check mark. That is what curve is all about, adding more brightness to your photo. Now the next one is crop. Crop, as it says, no, I wanted to crop this photo so that it's closer to the product, and of course it cuts out all this outer part of the backdrop. Now if you look down below here, there is different cropping sizes. Now if you're very familiar with Instagram sizes, there is square. As I'm changing sizes, you can see the frame here. The frame here is changing, the frame size is changing. So this is square. You can see this is square, is one of Instagram size, and this one 5'4" is also one of Instagram size. I always advise small business owners to go for 5x4 instead of square, because 5x4, rather 4x5, is a bigger image, is a longer image, and it's a more effective image on the feed. So instead, the 4x5 fills up the user screen than the square size. But many of you still prefer square size. I don't know why. And 4x5 draws more engagement. So now this is 4x5 cutting. Look at it. I'm on 5x4. 4x5 is the same thing. This is the cutting. So I'm just going to crop in as I want, or I crop out as I want. So this is the frame that I would like to work with. I think this is good. You know, when I was explaining this, I said the whole part of your prop doesn't have to show. You can cut it off, cut it out. A little of it can show. It's still fine. You see this bathtub? I'm cutting like part of it. Is still fine. I mean, like, leave the rest for the user to guess what it is. I can see legs, I can see some part of it. I will know that it's a bathtub. The subject or the object of focus is the product. So I've already positioned my frame. This is how I want to crop it. I tap on the check mark, and then I've cropped. So to know your progress on Snapseed, because we are done with, let me go to tools. We're done with tune image, we're done with details, we're done with curves. We are now at crop. White balance isn't useful in this case. White balance isn't. And we've gone to crop. Now we've done the first row of all of this feature. Now to see our progress, if I press down on this image, you're going to see how the photo was initially. And if I release my finger, see how we have edited it to look at the stage we are in. Isn't that a huge difference? So moving forward is, the next one is selective. This one. What selective means is, for example, when we were talking about tune image, details, etc., whatever we have applied, whatever feature we apply, it affects the entire photo. If we added brightness, is everything in the photo that'll be bright. If we add saturation, is everything that'll be bright. But selective is a very different one. What selective does, this one, is very selective with what you want it to edit. So you have to choose for yourself. Oh, this thing that's this flower at the back is not as pink as I want it. But if I go to saturation on that tune image, everything will be so pink, like including the products, even the background. But I don't want that. I want only the flower to be pink. I want only the flower to be pinker. So that is where you go to selective if you want to choose a particular place to work on. So now we're on inside selective. I just simply tap on the flower. You see a blue button has popped up. So I leave that blue button where it is, and I go ahead to touch somewhere else on the screen. I'm touching somewhere else on the screen and you can see all these things coming up. Brightness, contrast, saturation, structure. So these things are just like what we have seen on that tune image. So these things will help you improve on the looks of the flower only. Now, brightness. Do I want to increase the brightness of the flower? I don't think so. It's bright enough. Contrast. Do I want to make the darker colors darker, brighter colors brighter? I don't know. Let's try it out. You can see what's going on. It's only the flower that is being. That's for contrast. Now let's go to saturation. Remember what saturation is: intensifying colors, making pink pinker, making green greener. So I'm just gonna drag it and you see that the flowers are becoming pinker as I want. But this is too pink. So let me just take it back to what level? 15, 20. I think this is just fine. Structure is the last one. What do we say structure does? Structure brings out details. If I increase the structure, you're going to see the more details, more roughness on the product. Now, it could be that it's not just the flower you want to work on. It could be that it's the background and the flower that you want to work on. I've just made touches on the flower. Let me move on to the background. I do that by tapping on another plus sign here, down here. I tap on another plus sign down here. That means I'm adding another selective. So I tap on the backdrop at the back. I'm adding another selective. You can see that another blue button has popped up on the background at the back. So if I go somewhere else on the screen, I'm going to see other features. So what do I want to do with the background? Probably it's not very as I want it. I just increase it going to structure. I make it more detailed. You can see the roughness is coming out more. So I just leave it as 20. That is my own threshold. Or maybe the pink is not pink as I want. I increase the color. Or probably it's not as bright as I want. You can see what's going on. So brightness is not needed, please. I'm just going to pick what I want to edit on the background and I'm done with that. So that is what selective is all about. Be selective with the areas you want to work on. Probably on the stand, I tap on another plus sign, I go to the stand. I say maybe I want it to be a little bit pink. I go to saturation, I drag it a little bit pink. I go to what? Brightness. If I want it to be bright, I go to brightness. It's now brighter a little. So it's up to you as you want to fix things as you like. So I'm done with selective. I tap on the check mark at the bottom right and it's done. So looking at the progress, if I press down on the photo, see where we were in the beginning, see where we are now. It's a huge difference and we're really making good improvements. Moving forward, tools, healing. That is the second to the last part, that last feature that I'm going to talk about. Healing. Healing is right here. Healing is here. Under rotate. Look at where healing is. Under rotate. Tools, healing. This is healing here. Now, healing means that you need to remove stains, you need to remove dirt, you need to remove just removing things in the photo. That's what healing does. But healing has its own limits. And to use healing effectively, you would have to zoom into the location that you want to take out or take off. Now, if I zoom into my photos, if I zoom into my photo, I'm using this thing, this blue stuff in the box to navigate my photo. If I zoom in, you can see this small dirt at the neck of the So all I have to do, since I've zoomed in and this is like the last the limit to the zoom in. So I just put my finger around it and clean it off totally. It's gone. A little bit dot here. is gone. A little bit dots. So I'm cleaning off stains that are quite visible. Let me go down. Look at this white dot. I clean it off. This part. This is like a white line. I use my entire finger to clean it off entirely. You don't just clean it small. You have to cover it up entirely for it to take effect. Then the next one, this is our stand, our lifter. So I'm just moving slowly around using this small box here to navigate. I'm cleaning off small debts around. There are some people on Instagram, oh, their job, whenever they see picture, is to zoom in on the phone. Imagine you have a lot of dirt on your product, and you have already feeling yourself that yes, you've taken nice picture, and then someone zooms in on your product and sees all those tiny details that you've missed, all those small dots, spots, dust. Although it's very, very good to clean your product before you take pictures, but there's so much you can do. There's some dirt, there's some stains that you can clean off while using your props and your products over the months, over the years. So I'm still doing small touch up, clean up here and there. Let me go here. My mom is an expert in zooming in on photos. Whatever she sees, if she's interested in it, the first thing she does is to zoom in on Instagram. So I guess we're getting somewhere. So that is what healing is all about. To remove stains, to remove dirt. And that's it. So we're done with healing. And remember, the secret to using healing effectively is to zoom into the point you want to heal. Zoom into the last part, and then you heal. By healing, you have to cover up the entire part that you want to heal. If not, it's gonna get messy. For example, now I'm not zooming in on this photo now. Let's say I want to heal one part on this stand. If I just put my finger like this, see what happens. So now that I have done this, I want to undo what I have done. So I just tap on this arrow at the bottom here. I undo it. So I tap on the check mark, and it's the last feature we'll talk about is text. Adding text to photo is here. This is where text is. So to add text, you can see it comes up, it pops up. You can move it to wherever you want to move it. To write the text, you double tap on the text and write whatever you want to write. Cindy short text. And then I tap on OK. Now, let's say, for example, I don't like this text. I want to change the design of the text. So I go, this is for colors. This is this one. This one here is for the design. This is so many different fonts that you can use and designs, fonts and designs. So there's a lot of it. This is the basic line. As I'm tapping it, you're seeing the changes happening. You're seeing the changes happening. So many designs. If it's too big, you can use your fingers to pinch down so that you can reduce the size. This is another one. This is this. So there's a lot of designs to use. So I'm just going to stick with one right now. And I could pinch it down again to reduce the size and push it somewhere. Probably you want to write the price tag. Probably you want to write if it's a bundle, if you're on promo, you know, all those kind of small details you want to communicate in your photo. You can use the text to do that. So I'm going to tap on the check mark. It means that I'm done. So this is what editing is all about. Look at before and look at after. Look at the improvements we've just made to this photo. Now, editing is like adding icing, adding fondant to your cake, your yummy sweet cake. That is why it's always good to get your lighting right, your styling right in the beginning, so that when you now edit, the beauty is intensified. But when you take rubbish pictures with low lighting and you are expecting editing to do the magic for you, it's a lie. It will not work. Your picture has to be beautiful originally. Then editing will put a crown on it. So this is the first editing we are doing for natural lights. Is everyone with me?
Yes, we are.
So,
Yes.
Yes,
so I just
yes, ma, we are with you.
Yes,
oh,
please, we are
Yes,
with
we are.
you.
Oh, we are getting
We are with
you.
you.
Yes,
We
ma, we are with you.
are with you.
Please
This
stop
is very
overflowing very
educative.
get
Carry
We
go,
are
carry
with you. We are
go.
enjoying your class. Thank you.
We are with you.
Yes, I enjoy your
I'm
class.
glad.
all right.
I'm glad.
Hello.
Hello. We are
I'm
with
glad.
you.
So, thank
Ma.
Yes, we are with
Yes,
you.
now.
thank you very much. Thank you.
John.
Thank
Very much. Thank
Is it
you.
possible? Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's fine. Let's move on to the next one before this class enter 2 hours. All right. So
Please
if
mute
I
your
press
mic.
down on the photo, you see our before. This is our after. So all I need to do is to save. So I tap on export, and I click on save. That's all. What this will do, it will save into a folder in your phone, and the folder will be titled Snapseed. That is what we do. So if I go to my gallery right now, and I go to my albums, I go to what Snapseed. You can see Snapseed. This is the photo. That is our photo. All right, let's go and edit the next one that was shot under artificial lights. So all I need to do is to tap on open at the top here. I tap on open, and it takes me to where my folders are. So this is what I shot on on artificial light. So I'm just gonna click on this. This is what we will edit. So like I said, this one is going to be faster than the other one, because the other one I was going slow on the explanation so that you get to understand every feature. So now in this photo, as I'm looking at it, definitely number one, I wish to crop. Number two, the text on the product is not sharp enough. I noticed that. Number three, what is this stick doing here? I need to remove this stick. It is useless. Doesn't make sense. And I can see some things on the background, some dents and all that, some darkness around this white background, sha. So we're going to fix all of that. So first of all, let me explain one feature of Snapseed to you. Remember the last picture we edited? That is the skincare picture. Let's say, for example, I'm a shoe seller, and I have like 20 shoes to snap and edit before I post. It's not easy now to be editing from scratch, one after the other, one after the other. I'm the CEO, I'm the delivery guy, I'm the packaging person, I'm everything. I mean, like, this is like a sole proprietor business. What time do I have to start editing from scratch? Each picture, let's say for example, I have 100 pictures. So Snapseed had made it easy. You know, at the point you're taking pictures of these 20 shoes, it was the same light condition you used. It was probably the same background, probably the same props. I don't know. So if you had edited one photo well and saved on Snapseed, you can apply that editing to the rest of the photos. Now that I've loaded this photo, you can see down below here. Can you see down below here? It says last edit. It means that I can apply the editing I've done on my last picture to this current picture. So if I click on last edit, can you see that? It has carried over all the editing from the previous picture to this one, which is very beautiful. It has reduced all the things I'm going to do to this photo. So all I need to do is to fix this background here, remove this stick, and crop, and probably make this one a little bit sharper. That is it. I can see that my flowers are, more obvious now. The background is now a little bit whiter, which is nice. So that's the beauty of Snapseed. So I'm going to tap on this check mark. Thank you. I've inherited the previous editing, but it's still not good enough for me. But it has taken me to 50% it has taken me through 50% to where I'm going to. So I'm still going to go to tools. What do I want to fix? I want to fix this background, right? I want to remove this stick and I want to crop. Okay. So I'll go to tools to fix this background, to remove all these things like this, and to remove this stick. Can anybody tell me what I'm going to use? What feature? Let's see that.
Healing.
Awesome. All right. So
You're going to use healing.
Healing.
Good. So I click on tools. I go to healing. Zoom. Undo. I zoom in to the position and I heal. Remember, you have to cover it entirely for it to take effect. You have to cover it entirely for it to take effect. Let me zoom in again. All the small dots that are around the backdrop. Remove it. Remove that. This. Any other there. All right. We fix the backdrop. Let's remove the stick. I need to cover up everything here, all the way to this place. All right. Now that is done. Fix this. Make the flower more obvious. All right. Now we've removed dents. We removed all the unwanted parts that we want. Now let us crop. We tap on the check mark and then we go to crop. Remember, cropping for Instagram is two sides, square or 5x4. I'm going to stay with 5x4 and I crop close. I want to be close. I want to be close. Check mark. Before, after. Before, after. We're getting somewhere. Now, I don't know if it is me that notices this. I feel like the bottle is not standing straight. I feel like it's slanty in the way. So there's a feature on Snapseed that it's not straightens, but you can use it to straighten up stuff on plain background, and it's called rotate. This one, I click on rotate. It auto adjusted it for me because the system, the app itself can see that the picture is not straight, and it has automatically adjusted it for me. Now, if it's still not fine to me, I can use my finger to adjust the rotation myself like this. So I've adjusted it and I tap on the check mark. So I think it's not standing straight now. I click before, after. Now, still, this text is not as sharp as I want it to be. Now, I'm very particular with this text. So what do I need to use to fix this text, or the bottle itself is not as sharp as I want? I'm going to use selective because I want to be very selective. It's just the bottle I want to work on. So I go to tools, click on selective, and I just go on the black color because the text is in black. I go on the black color, go somewhere up and down. I go to structure. You know why I select structure? Because structure brings out details, and I want the text details to show well. So I drag my structure all the way. I increased it all the way because other limits doesn't really make much difference, and I'm very specific. Increasing all the way does not overly does not affect anything. It's just the text, and I want it to be very obvious because it was quite blurry. So I tap on the check mark and you can see the difference. The text is obvious, but it's not as obvious as I want. Like I said, you can add editing twice. You can do it twice. If you're not satisfied, choose, go again. Selective. Maybe probably you go somewhere, another part of the bottle, not the same part you select. Go to structure, increase it. Can you see what is going on? It's becoming more obvious now, isn't it? So we are done with that part. Final editing. I am not satisfied with the background at all. There's some dark corners. Background is not as white as I want it. So there's so many things I can do to this photo to fix the whiteness. Number one, it is toon image. That highlights. This toon image, this highlights that I told you that it deals with white. If I increase it, do you see what's going on? The white becomes whiter. But I told you I have a limit, yes? So let me leave it to 20. There's a difference. It's no more like this. It's now this. The white is now a little light. That is one way to fix the white. The second way is when you go to curves. You drag it. You can see the graph here, right? You can see the graph. Down, up here, this spike means we need to add a little light to this part. So I'm just going to drag this up a bit. I've added lightness to this part of the photo. So it's now a more whiter. I tap on the check. This was it before. This is it now. We are getting somewhere. Highlight on that chain image. Curves. The third way to fix whiteness of your background. You can also use selective. But with selective, you have to be selecting the background like this. Increase brightness. Then you now come and select another place again. Down here. You increase brightness. Then you now come and select another place that you feel like it's not bright enough. Here. You increase brightness. So you have to be doing it like here and there for you to fix the brightness. But I feel like we're going overboard. So let me just leave it as it is. So this is good enough for me. Now I want to bring out the color a little bit. I feel like the pink is fading a little. To me, I feel like some people will see this now and they'll be like, this is fine and this is good enough. But I want to make the colors pop a little. So what I do is I go to toon image, I go to saturation, and I increase saturation probably by 10. And I tap on the check mark. So this is it before, this is it after. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it about that. That is it about editing, natural light, editing, and artificial light. Once you understand what these features mean, and I did not learn these things in a day, or I did not say I did not learn, I did not understand in a day until I put things into practice. I was using and was reusing. I was not afraid to experiment. I was adding, removing, adding, like, okay, this one, what does it do? Let me increase it a bit. Oh, if I go past this, what do I see? If I click on this, don't be afraid. Do it, try it. increase it, drag it, see the effects. Because what I've told you, you can work with that. I mean, like it's a guide. You now know the path to follow. But don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to raise the bar. My limit is 20. You can set your own limit to 25, to 30, depending on the experience you've gotten from editing your own products. So I tap on export and save. Meanwhile, I think I want to add a little sharpness. Let me go to details. Sharpen. Let me sharpen it a bit. There we lay. Then export, save. Alright. So we have come to the end of the editing phase. There's still more pictures to be edited, which I'm going to give to you all as assignments so that you can practice what you've learned today and submit tomorrow before we continue with what we have planned for tomorrow. So you have assignments to work on from now to the next class tomorrow. You edit the other pictures that I have shot and you send it through the WhatsApp group. We're going to share the unedited shots and then you edit it with your Snapseed app and send it to the group. Chelsea, I'm done. Thank you so much. And if you have questions after this, please let me know so that I can address it. And like I said, the assignment will be sent to the WhatsApp group when the class is over today.
All right, everyone. So for people that came late, for people that didn't watch the first set of videos, I want you to know that she actually sent videos ahead of time on how to shoot. She talked about setting, she talked about artificial light, she talked about natural light. So if you join the group, you will see the link to the YouTube videos where you will watch those things. Then you can continue from there. Then the video for this class will be worked on and it will be sent also. So please join the WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp link is actually in the comment section, so join. All right, now for people that want to ask questions, can ask. So who is going to go first, please? So please raise up your hand, then you can ask a question. Adiza,
You can go. Just don't worry, I'll coordinate the rest of the. Justin, do you get?
Yeah, what did you say?
Yeah, I said I'll call them.
Adiza, please, can you speak? Adiza, some people are raising their hands. I don't want to ask questions.
Justin, can you hear me? Justin.
Lara, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm saying let me the other.
Simbi, you're saying something, please.
Oh, I thought you were waiting on questions. Like, no one is asking.
Okay, please, if you have any questions, raise your hand and
Hello.
Yes, hello.
yes, we can hear you.
Can I ask my question?
Yes, you can ask the question.
Okay, my question is based on the ratio of from the video I watched. So you made mention of 4:3 or 4:3 or 3:4. So my question is no, sorry, not the ratio. My question is, are all setting of taking picture the same on all phones? Like now on iPhone, the 2x zoom is not like 2x, is like a sign of negative and positive. So how do we know the limit to go? That's number one. And the second question is the 2x level of zooming. If it's too much, can we reduce it to 1.5 or like lesser than 2x? Or is that the standard zooming?
Okay. What is the name of your iPhone? Hello?
Hello.
Your iPhone is iPhone what?
XR.
Okay. Now, there's iPhone, there's the default camera for
Hello, I can't
iPhone.
hear you. Sorry.
The default frame, default ratio for iPhone is
Okay.
actually 4:3, 3:4.
Okay.
That's the default. You can now switch to square. I'm sure you can see an option for square, right?
Yes. Yes.
Those two options that you have, the default for which is 4:3. That's what you have. Or square. That's just two. So you already have 4:3. You pick three. That is what you are using. Now talking about exposure, there is no limit. You have to gauge it with your eyes as you are seeing it from the screen. If you're trying to increase exposure with on your iPhone, you're going to see a light bulb when you type on the screen. You drag it up to the positive side. You're dragging yours up. If it's an Android, you have to drag it what? To the positive side down below. To the right. But for
Sorry, I
iPhone,
get the exposure part, but the part I'm saying is the zoom. 2x,
yes,
1x. Do you
I'm getting to that part. I'm getting to
okay?
that part. Well, for the zoom part, when I zoomed in, sometimes I zoom in because I want to remove so many empty spaces, or maybe the position at which I place my phone, I'm seeing the outer parts of my backdrop. That's where zoom is. Now, the limit is the max is 2x. Yes, you can go below it. I'm just saying, in the case you want to use zoom, you use the zoom factor. As you're using it, please do not go past 2x. Yes, you can be 1.5. Yes, you can be 1.2. Yes, you can be 1.8. Have I answered the question?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is in a situation where there is no 2x, like the sign for zooming is not 2x, it's just plus and negative. That's what you can use to zoom. How do you know do you understand my question?
Yes, but I've used an iPhone before. There are zoom levels. There is the zoom levels, 2x and all that. Probably maybe you should just send me a screenshot as you try to zoom. Screenshot it or probably record it and send it on the WhatsApp group, please, so I can see it.
Okay,
Because
ma'am. Thank you very much.
there's actually zoom levels.
All right,
Did you
next
That's all.
question.
Thank you.
Next question, Catherine. You can go next, please. If you're not speaking, please mute your mic. Please, please mute your mic.
Someone is
Catherine, you
asking.
can go next.
There are some people sending questions as what's it called?
Okay, let me read them out.
Yes.
Okay, someone asked, that's from Andrew Tiana Mbang. Ma'am, please, what artificial light would you advise I get for a clothing business? I'm a beginner.
Please buy LED lights, at least two, or you buy 22 inches ring lights. But LED light is much more powerful. Buy at least two. Yeah.
All right, LED light it is. Andrew, I hope we answered your question. Someone just asked another question. Light box and LED lights. Which one?
Well, light box usage or the purpose of using a light box is actually very different. Those that manufacture light bulbs, those that use light bulbs are very, very useful for jewelry vendors because their product is very, very reflective. So they need to be surrounded by lights, surrounded by white surfaces. That's one. Secondly, light box is also for e-commerce usage. Like if you want to take pictures for your website, on a plain background and all that. I would not compare both because their usage is very different. Many people that buy studio box, light box for me are jewelry vendors, and studio box can be limiting. Studio box can be limiting because you will not be able to style as you want to style because you're confined in four corners. So I can't compare both of them. The purpose is just very, very different. So it depends. What is your product? What are you selling? Then I can now recommend the lights that you can use.
All right. Somebody's asking, what about food vendors? What light is best?
Please get what's it called? Soft boxes, please. What's it food? Get soft boxes, and you just need one. Get one.
Please, I have a question.
Yes. Hello.
I have a question.
Yes, you can go on,
Okay,
Demi.
yes, for iPhone now, I want to know which of the best camera picture is better. Is it portrait or the normal camera, normal photo?
Normal camera. Portrait. The whole purpose of portrait. If in the case you want to blur your background with your product picture. Let's say you want to just focus on what you're snapping, one product, maybe probably food, for example. This portrait is also quite good with the use of food photography. You want to blur the rest of the background. Let's say
Like
with a
for
slight.
like perfume photography.
Well, you can also do that. In the case if you want to blur out every other thing that's happening around your perfume, yes, you can use portrait, and you can still use your normal camera. It depends on your objective and your goals, but both of them.
Thank you.
All right. Who is going next? Well, let me check for. Someone asked the question: will sub boxes work for videos?
Yes, they do. In fact, they're great for videos because they have softer lights. They're not as harsh as LED light and others. They are softer forms of light. They're great for videos. Yes.
Okay, someone is asking. I have the SML LED light kit. I don't know what that is, and I sell shoes. Is this good enough?
I don't know that design of LED lights, but it's fine. It's good. Yes, LED lights are good. I always advise to have two light sources when you're taking product pictures. But in the case where you do not have two light sources, you try to use a reflector or a bounce card on the other side of the scene so that it can bounce back light into your product. But it's always good to start with at least two light sources when you're doing product photography. It could be two LED lights. It doesn't have to be the same kinds of light. Two LED light, one LED light, one softbox. As long as it's two light sources, you're safe.
Okay. Somebody wanted to say something, ask a question. Okay, let me
Yes,
go
I
next.
want
What light works for
to.
clothes? I think you have answered this one. What light works for clothes photography? I think you have
I would
answered
advise
this
you
one.
to get soft lights. Although there are some LED lights that are not harsh. You can get LED lights, you can get softbox. It's fine. There are some LED lights that are small size. Please don't get the small size LED lights. Get the big size. I think the 880 LED 880. Yes, or you just get a softbox. Your softbox you can get Godox softbox. It's fine. It's good. Or those big size ring light, like 22 inches ring light, is fine. But then your plates can be reflective and all that. You don't want to see those hollow signs of ring light. LED light or softbox is fine. Yes.
All right. Any other question? I think she has answered some of these questions. Does the highlight feature work the same? Someone asked, does highlight feature work the same on phone and Snapseed? I don't understand whether I'm guessing the person is saying iPhone.
Yeah.
Does highlight feature?
Snapseed works the same on Android and iPhone. Anyway, it works the same. All the features work the same on any kind of phone.
Okay, someone is asking, is LED 600 good?
It is good, but it is small. So it is good. What kind of products do you want to shoot? It depends. It is good. It is okay. It is okay, but I need to know what the product is involved. It's okay, but it's a small size LED light.
All right. Okay, now, so we should do. Someone is asking, which is better, Please, between Android and iPhone, which is better for pictures?
Ah, why do you want me to answer that question? Hey, you want to put me in trouble. Look, the thing is, if you have an Android, it's good. If you have an iPhone, it's good. If you want to buy a phone for product photography, good. I would advise you to get high-end Samsung brands or iPhone brands. Yes, both of them are good. High-end. That is if you want to buy a phone or you have the money. But the key factor in getting very good product pictures is lights. Light. Once you have a good phone, you're good. Now, if this question that you're asking me, if you intend to buy a phone, definitely I'll tell you to buy an iPhone. Or you buy high-end Android phones. And those high-end Android phones are those Samsung brands and all that. All those Samsung Galaxy SS something. Yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing a question on arm light. How effective is arm light for jewelry instead of ring lights?
Arm light. I don't think I'm very aware of that product. Is it a new product? Arm light. What do you mean by arm light? Is it those lights with two arms? Those how will I explain it? Those box lights with two arms, I think. Okay. Sorry, she said for jewelry photography, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is good. It's good enough. I like the fact that it's more like a two light source, so you can position it on two sides. So yes, it's good.
Okay. This question I really don't understand it. But I think we have asked this one. Okay, someone is asking for lip care business.
Yeah, she
I'm
was the
sure.
one that asked the question if LED 600 is good for her lip care business. Yes, it is good because your product is a small product, so that size of LED light is good for your product.
Okay. So I think we have answered all the questions here. With any other question, please join the WhatsApp community. Come up with your questions, and Cindy is going to be dropping pictures for us to edit. So Cindy, can you please inform us how it will go? Are
How
you
was
dropping it? Okay, yeah, you're going to drop it in the WhatsApp class,
yes, but
WhatsApp group.
yes, but I don't know. A lot of messages will be coming on WhatsApp. I don't know if it's possible if there's another way they can get the photos, they can access it so they don't miss it. Because a lot of messages will be coming on WhatsApp.
Okay, so what we can do is we can maybe close the comment section
Okay.
on the WhatsApp group after people send in their questions, and any other information we need to pass, we pass it. Then we'll give maybe 1 or 2 hours for people to
Okay.
make comments. Then we move from there.
Okay. All right. No
All right.
problem.
So they would submit the assignment on the WhatsApp group or when we come to class tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow before class tomorrow, so that I could review. And remember, guys, there's lots of stuff to win here. So it's really good if you do your assignments. And if you watch my video on YouTube, please kindly subscribe because there are loads of videos on there, and I'll be uploading more. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. Thank you so much, Catlog Shop. You guys are amazing. And tomorrow, 4 p.m.
Okay, I wanted to say that there's a link that we created, right? We are going to put the images there also, so anybody can access it, even people that forgot to come to the class or for whatever reason. And also, you can watch the videos that Cindy put up on how to take good pictures with natural light and with artificial light. So quickly before we go, Silas wants to say something to us, our founder.
Yeah, hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Yeah, it is exciting having you all here today. I hope that this class has been really insightful. I hope you've been able to learn a lot. Tomorrow is going to be the second day, and yeah, at Catlog we're just interested in trying to see how we can help businesses grow and thrive, right? Beyond the tools that we build. Yeah, so we're open in a lot of ways to like supporting your business. Yeah, I just wanted to say we're happy to have all of you here. And there were a couple of glitches because some people could not join this class, and so we had to create another link. By tomorrow, all of that will be resolved. So we apologize for that. And just as a closing note, once again, um, Catlog is a platform that helps you simplify the way you take orders, right? So instead of having very long conversations and back and forth with your customers, you have a simple link that you can share with them to show them all the products you have and all the options of those products that are available, right? And creating your catalog link is very simple. It takes less than 5 minutes, to be honest. And uploading your products are very, very easy also. So I also like that you all try to use it and check it out. Give us feedbacks on what you like, what you don't like, what you think we have, what you think we can improve, and other things you think we can like do to help your businesses. Once again, thank you for attending this class, and see you all tomorrow.
All right, we'll continue the conversation in our WhatsApp community. Please, when you get into the WhatsApp community, drop your questions. The pictures will be there. Watch the videos through the links that we send to you. We can't wait to support your business more. Do not forget to follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, put the hashtag. You can share what you learned. We really appreciate your efforts and your time. And Simbi, thank you. You are such a wonderful teacher. You know your work. Seriously speaking, thank you very much. It was worth the wait. It was really worth the wait. Thank you very much. We'll continue the conversation on WhatsApp and see you tomorrow. And even if you have someone that did not attend the class today, you can share the videos on how she shot the pictures with artificial light and things like that, then they can even come and learn how to edit. She's doing a continuation tomorrow, so there's still enough time. So you should attend. If they didn't talk about skincare, she will talk about something else tomorrow, and you can ask questions. You can even try and take some pictures and put it up on the WhatsApp group, and she would answer your questions. And let me tell you the good thing about this, she's going to be with us for 1 week on the group so that she would answer all your questions. And I remain your host. My name is Oluwatosin Fatungashe. It was nice being your host. I hope to see you tomorrow. We'll continue the conversation in our WhatsApp group. Thank you very much.